So I would like to have you guys join me in welcoming. We have the Mayor of St. Paul, Chris Coleman, with us here today. We also have Barbara Yates, the President and CEO of Think Small, a local nonprofit that supports parents in early education, and Jerry Fisher, a Parent Engagement Coordinator with Think Small. Our guests are here today to launch a special partnership. Starting today, you can get helpful tips and fun facts about early literacy and supporting your child's learning via text message.
We are thrilled with the partnership we have with the St. Paul Public Libraries to launch this initiative, this Think Small Parent-Powered Text Initiative. It's a fun, easy way for parents, for grandparents, for caregivers, for anyone in children's life to help them be ready for kindergarten. All you need is a cell phone, and these days almost everyone has one. So you'll hear more about that in just a minute. It is the boring part, I'm sorry. So many of the good things we do come from partnerships, and another partnership that's significant in this for us is with Generation Next, and Executive Director Michelle Walker is here with us today. She and her staff have been just instrumental in helping us develop Think Small Parent-Powered Text and having the resources. They've been at the table with us every inch of the way. We're part of their initiative to help eliminate the achievement gap in St. Paul and Minneapolis, and so this is just one tool of many and many different things they're working on to do that. And finally, one of the most important partnerships that I wanted to call out is the one that Mayor Coleman initiated with young children and families in St. Paul. He's not just doing this today. This is not his first early childhood rodeo. He's been doing this, frankly, I don't know if you remember, Mayor. I first met the mayor in 2005, the day after he was elected mayor of St. Paul. And he and I engaged in a conversation about early childhood education. We were at the Latimer's home. He was a little bleary-eyed. He'd been up late the night before. And we started a conversation that resulted in the Early Learning Scholarship Program first being launched in the Frogtown neighborhood in St. Paul. That grew into a Race to the Top Early Learning Challenge grant we got from the federal government for $45 million that built that into St. Paul Promise neighborhood and expanded scholarships across the city of St. Paul. And by last year in the legislature, we were given $140 million that will go to children across the state of Minnesota. So besides the thousands of children in St. Paul, Mayor Coleman now can say that he's touching the lives of literally thousands of children throughout the state of Minnesota because of those early efforts and the importance and the light that he's shown on this important topic.
Thanks, Barb. Many of you may already know this, but 90% of our brains develop by the time we reach age 5. So Think Small Parent-Powered Texts are a really great way for us to take advantage of this first 5 years in this really important time of learning and growth for your children. Starting soon, you'll be able to sign up here at the library or online to receive some free tips that will let you know, just give you additional ideas for how to support your child's learning at home. So you get 3 tips a week. On Monday, you'd get a fact. So words open up a world of learning. They help children communicate with others, discover new things, and learn all about the world around them. On Wednesday, you'll get a tip. So at bedtime, introduce words that name objects. Get silly and say goodnight to things in your child's room. Good night, comforter. Good night, lampshade. And then on Friday, you get kind of a growth suggestion. Keep naming objects to prepare for kindergarten. Now add descriptive words as you say a silly good morning to things in your room. Good morning, shaggy carpet. So super simple things that you can do without any special equipment. You could sign up right now on your cell phone. I'm guessing Miss Kate does not usually encourage you to take your phone out at story time, but you could text SPPL to 70138 to receive the text in English. You can text SPPL space ESP to receive the same text in Spanish. In the future, Miss Kate will have sign-up forms here at the library. You can also go to our website, thinksmall.org/text to sign up. So there are a lot of different ways that you can sign up. I'm just hoping you'll take advantage. I know you're already doing a ton of things to already support your child's learning at home, but this is just going to give you some additional ideas. Sometimes we're really good at some things, but we forget about other things that we can do. So just some easy ways to get those suggestions during the week. So if you're a mom or a dad or a grandma or a care provider, as Barb mentioned, or Aunt Phoebe, I talked to Aunt Phoebe earlier, all of you can receive those texts. So now I'm going to let Mayor Coleman talk a little bit just about the importance of early education to our communities.
You know, a lot of parenting is hard, as we all know. There are long, long days, and when your kids get a little older, a lot of long, long nights. But one of the things that's easy about parenting is how easily we can reach our children in the early stages of their life, from 0 to 3, that brain development that we just talked about, 90% of the brain development that occurs between the ages of 0 to 5. And it is just about talking, reading, singing to your children. I was thinking today as I was coming over, you know what I had in my house today? I had ants in my kitchen. And I thought, you know what, if I was a parent, a good thing to do would be to just explain why those ants are in my kitchen, about how we must have left some sugar out the night before, or there must have been something on the counter that was attracting those ants. So we always have those thoughts in our heads, right, as parents. And what I think parents don't understand is if we express those thoughts to our children and just explain the world around us, as we were saying earlier, good night shaggy carpet, or good morning shaggy carpet, or good morning window shade, or good morning lampshade, good night moon, all of those thoughts that come in our head. And singing to our children is not just about entertainment, it is about learning and getting kids to stomp their feet and clap their hands. And so I'm just really thrilled about this parent-powered texting with Think Small. I want to just thank you all for being part of it. The parents that are in the room, you already get it. You kind of know that this stuff is important, but I think we need to spread the word. And when we have the text messages that can go out to parents and say, you know, I think almost everyone now has a cell phone of some sort. That may be their only connection to the internet, but they at least have that. And it's just a reminder on a daily basis to say, think, talk, sing to our children, and our children will do great things. It's the most important thing that we can do in the cheapest and easiest way that we can help our kids learn and ultimately be successful. So thank you all for being here, and thanks kids for being such great listeners.